like we're live streaming, but let's see if it actually went through this time. And look how many times I tried to do this today. uh, great. Wait, is this it? Hopefully this is no. Okay, video should be rolling right now. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Hello, you guys. Shockwave117, and basically gonna show you today how to basically get by. Hold on. It should be before I start the live stream. Come on, where are you? Stupid man. That's another link to this. Okay. Problem. Okay. Noobs. Okay. Whatever, I'll get to it later. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if she can actually get to my channel because I don't think I can. Okay. Hopefully it's trying to make sure I can get to it. It's not working. Shoot. Should be able to get to it no problem. There we go. Okay. Let me hold on. Alright, now we can get to the fun part. Okay. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, and that's basically everybody knows I've played rock, paper, scissors. But anyway, I'm gonna show you today how to actually officially fluently work the controls on the Dueling Network account. See, mine's is a Mega Evil episode for those of you who are into Dueling Network. Find this account and come challenge me to a duel. I mean, I am up for a challenge. So, for those of you who don't know how to officially draw, basically, you have to start on the side. Okay. So when it says end turn, that means whoever shows up on end turn first, that's basically your turn. So basically, summon a monster just for the sake of, and since certain spells or traps can actually activate different effects. So, Equant, Ecotus, or whatever, allows you to go to your deck and summon, Harpy Lady Sister, or a Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady, Harpy Sisters. Let me see if it's in here. So, now, so, and to officially end your turn, you don't even have to press EP, or you can do that just for, unless you have an effect that says during the end phase, click EP. Other than that, just completely end your turn. Now, to start your turn, don't just go to your deck and draw. There should be an icon on the middle of your screen that says next turn. Click that. Let me make sure she's actually watching. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's certain spell cards. So if you want to find out where the field spells go, it's pretty simple. They basically go on this square right here. So that basically happens. Down here is basically the pendulum scale, which we're not gonna cover until this is basically the basics. So field spells go right there, pendulum skills go here, but we're not gonna worry about the pen skills just yet. Sets a card, summons a monster. For those of you who already know how to summon, it's basically good for you to know how to summon effectively. Most times it has lag, and yep. So Sparkman attacks, and if you don't have it back up, you can actually just destroy it. And for if you want to lose life points, well, you have to lose life points since your monster just got destroyed. But sorry, my nose is stuffed up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Okay, basically, depending on the difference between your monster's attack points, depending on how much life points you lose. In this case, it's 200. So if you want to lose, you see, I don't think you guys can see it, but it says LP here. So type in 200, and there you go. And if you need to gain life points, just click the minus button, and voila, you got the start. So I mean, you got the plus sign. So that basically same rules apply. In this case, you got to go back down. So, and if say you need summon tokens, just go to the sheep icon. If you want to go to if there's a certain effect that says you need to flip a coin, there's a flip coin icon here, and unfortunately it lands on tails. And if a certain spell or trap card or monster effect that actually allows you to roll a dice, there's a dice icon right here. And luckily for us, it lands on a 6. So, let's see. What's next? Oh, and if there's a certain, um, the banish cards. If there's an effect that says you need to banish or remove from play, as legitimately states, um, go to your monster card and in your thing. It works in your hand, deck, and graveyard. Your hand, deck, field, and graveyard. Okay. So go to the banish, click the banish, and that's how you banish cards. If you want to unbanish, it depends on how the effect works. So if it says return for the different dimension allows you to bring cards from your from your banish zone back to your graveyard. So that happens. Now down here is your extra deck here. So that allows you to either exceed summon or synchro summon. Now in this case, I can actually synchro summon right now, which I'm actually going to show you. You're gonna need a tuner. So if it says a tuner, right? Hold on. It has to have that tuner symbol. And how synchro summoning works is you look at the stars on the white cards and you're basically telling, okay, so it has level 7. So basically it's addition. So you have a level 6 monster here and a level 1 tuner. So send them both the graveyards, basically tributing, but it's actually a tune up. And you can actually officially synchro summon that synchro monster. Now the effect of the synchro monsters may be useful to you depending on which one. Like Ancient Fairy Dragon, once per turn you can special summon one level 4 monster from your hand, but you cannot conduct a battle phase this turn that you activate this. Now, and you can also destroy as many field spells on the field, including. So in this case, you can actually destroy um, Skyscraper 2 at a cost, and if you do that, you gain 1,000 points. So in this case, then you can add a field spell, and then it allows you to add a field spell. from your deck and add it to your hand. So, which field spell are we going to get? Think we're going to go with ARP's Hunting Grounds. So, yeah. Okay, so I think we've covered all the basics. So, if you guys want to watch a duel, just let me put on both and restart my decks. So, we're going to use the Akiza versus uh hmm. Let's use the warrior deck. This is basically my personal deck on this account. Let's go back to the unlimited section here. And voila. So now if I talk a little fast, that basically means you're probably gonna have to listen closely because and rewind the video if you want to. So for those of you who are actually visual learners, just watch this duel and you'll see how things play out. So in this case, we're not going to use Arc 5 rules. So we're going back to the original, which means that first player gets to draw on their first turn, and no more than one field spell can be allowed at a time on either side of the field. So, okay, sets a card, sets, and draws, sets. In this case, you can activate a spell card. If that's the infinity sign, you could actually activate it anyway. I'm not sure if they changed that rule. So, draw. And hopefully you're watching closely. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. So for you to actually get an effective wall, you might want to activate scapegoats if you already have a set. That scapegoat allows you to get 4 sheep tokens and add them to your side of the field in defense mode. But you can't. But the turn that you activated, it cannot be used for tributing or summoning other monsters. That includes Secret and Exceed summoning. So that ends the turn. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. Secret summoning. Now, flip summon Ibushi. Immortal Bushi. Okay, sorry. Okay. Tuning. And that equals level 7, which allows me to secret summon my Ace Warrior Driven Daredevil. And due to Solitaire's effect, it gains 800 attack points due to warriors being in the graveyard. Well, how Solitaire works is, for if you have one original type monster in your graveyard, all monsters you control with that same monster. So let's say, okay, if you have like if you have all warriors in your graveyard and you activate Solitary, and you have all warriors on your field, all monsters with that same type gains 800 attacks. So right now, Driven Daredevil is at 3200 attack. And he attacks the token. Okay. Thus ending my turn and draws. Now, do scapegoats count as plants? No, they do not. They're beasts. So now we can synchro summon with um the tokens. You just couldn't use them on the turn that you actually summoned it. So once again with synchro summoning, you're gonna have to pay attention. Now you have one, two, three, four, five, and six. Now, in this case, we can actually synchro summon. So, and that equals six. Allows you to synchro summon Splendid Rose and attack. Now, even though Splendid Rose doesn't have as many attack points as uh, Driven Daredevil, its special ability can actually be put to great use. You can banish one plant type monster from your graveyard, then target one monster, face up monster, on your opponent's controls half that monster's attack points till the end of the turn. And guess what? We have a plant. So banish one plant. Oops. That's the problem. Misclicked. Now, uh so now that goes from 32 to 1600. But pay attention, because this might um actually stop this monster's effect. Hold on. If this card attacked, you can banish one. Okay. See, this is actually going to be a problem. Watch. Splendid Rose attacks a 1600 attack point Dreadman Daredevil. You can do this one of two ways. Activate its special ability, which allows him to survive an attack with monster higher attack points than him, or he can activate Shadow Spell. In fact, let's just activate Shadow Spell, which negates him from attacking. It loses 700 points, so now it's at 1500. And once, as long as Shadow Spell's on the field, he can't attack. I mean, and whatever. So, but there's a way out of this. You can go to your main phase 2, activate Mark of the Rose, which allows you to banish yet another plant type monster. Make sure it's a plant. It may look like one, but if it doesn't have the type, it's not a plant. So, banish a plant, and it lets you gain control of that monster until the turn's end phase. But during the turn's end phase, it goes back to the original controller, but it's still equipped, and it goes back every one of the controller of the spell cards' standby phase, which is the SP right here. So it's the end phase, and Driven Daredevil goes back and ends the turn. Draws. Now this may be a little bit tricky. This would be a great move for you to use. Mystical Space Typhoon destroys Mark of the Rose. That means Driven Daredevil's free. And now Driven Daredevil goes back to his original attack points. Or you can actually activate this much more effectively. But in this case, you probably don't have to, but you can use it anyway, just in case Driven Daredevil leaves the field. So you can send one monster to your graveyard, you have to discard first. Then target one monster in your grave, bring that back. So, choose Rose the Warrior Revenge. So, now, Driven Daredevil can attack, and yep, that's destroyed. Yeah, must attack. So, once this leaves the field, Shadow Spell's destroyed. Ends. Perfect. Draw the card that I needed it. Miracle Fertilizer. Now, it allows you to go to your graveyard and sorry, get one plant type monster from your graveyard, special summon it, but you can't normal summon the turn that you activate this. So, Splendid Rose comes right back. Now, this will be a great effective move for you to use. Fragrant Storm. Now, destroys Splendid Rose and draws a card. If it's a plant type monster, you get to draw again. In this case, it's not. So, yep. I think this would be a good time for you to use this. You should activate Twister and destroys. You get to pay 500 life points, target one spell or trap card, regardless if it's set, and destroy it. So in this case, it's solitary. Now, Driven Daredevil's attack points go back to 2,400. Okay. Set and end. Draws. This would be a really great move for you to use. Activate Mystical Space Typhoon, or MST for short, and destroy Miracle Fertilizer, and have Driven Daredevil attack. Now he loses 2,400. Now he ends his turn. Draws. See, this is going to pose a problem if I activate this and not destroy it. Because, for one, it can go in multiple directions. But, so, actually, this might go quite effectively. So, what I do is just set it. If you don't want your opponents to actually, if it's a monster that gets destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, it's best if you set it, because the effect may just end up being a great effect for you to use and hide in the process. So, ends, draws, perfect. Reinforcement of the army. This card allows you to bring one level 4 lower monster from your deck and add it to your hand. And you can shoot, and this will be your best shot by choosing Marauding Captain if you have a warrior deck, like this one. Now, summoning Marauding Captain, and Marauding Captain's effect allows you to special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your hand, but it must be a warrior. Nope, doesn't have to be. Summon Rose Warrior the Revenge, and once again we're Synchro summoning. So, and this allows us to summon Lightning Warrior, or any other level 7 monster that we have left. So, this may be a little confusing. So, order the Poison's effect. Once it's destroyed by battle, you can special summon one level one plant type monster from my graveyard besides Lord Poison. So in this case, Splendid Rose will be a perfect choice. After that, you have to use Lightning Warrior's effect, inflict 300 points of damage for each card in my opponent's hand. In this case, it's one, so my opponent takes 300 points of damage. And since um now warrior attacks. Oh, and I almost completely forgot. Lauren Doom line. So if a plant monster was special summoned from the graveyard to my side of the field, it gains 100 attack. While this is on the field, destroy this card after your second end phase. So this could best for you to actually use this one once this is summoned. So it gains 3200 attack. So, but in this case, you can actually still destroy it. And Driven Daredevil's effect, it can survive any monster's attack. Well, if it's attacked, or if it attacks a monster, if it has higher attack points on if the opponent's monster has higher attack, Driven Daredevil survives and the other monster is destroyed. But you do take the difference as damage. So 32, so you only take 800. Now, draw. And that was supposed to be destroyed during the turn's end phase. Sorry about that. Not much you can do here, so just end. Draw. Now, if you want to rub it in your opponent's face, use another. Wait. This may end up proving be one of the most. So, Warrior Returning Live allows you to bring one warrior from your graveyard to your hand. So, Marauder Captain again. Marauder Captain summoned. Marauder Captain effect. Allows you to special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Special summoning Rose of the Warrior Revenge. And allows you to special summon the only level 7 monster that I have left. It's X-Saber Urbellum. No. Next, Urbellum attacks. 2200. Urbellum effect allows you to. Oh, they have 4 cards in your hand, so you can't use it. And Daredevil attack. That's game. Hopefully that was able to help you guys. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.